So I've got my helmet here actually. So there's the clip on top of the helmet, and that sits in like that. So it's very small, fitted on top of the helmet. I've got this fitted on permanently now, on top of the helmet. So it's very rigid and very strong, well fitted on there. And the little camera fits on the top. So actually, I know quite a few of you watched the last video I put up yesterday, I think it was. Now that video was really, that was me going out with two buddies for an evening ride, and it got dark. That was really a test of the new camera. So I just did that. I didn't talk at all or anything. It was just a test of the new camera on my helmet. So let's put my glasses back on. Let's see here very quickly. So yeah, we've got Ian at Midlife Adventures, and the Northerner, and Carly, David Clark, Huck Miller, Al, my friend Al, and PB. I know, hang on, just to update, because I think Big T, Thomas, yeah, Big T and Greg Brown, they commented last night. So all you guys watched it. Big T, Grego, PB, my friend Al, Huck, David Clark, Carl E, the Northerner, and Ian Midlife. You guys will watch the video. Let me know what you thought, because that's recorded on this new camera, and to me there's no disadvantage with it whatsoever. It's very simple. You haven't got all the possibilities that you have with this, which, to be honest, are more for filmmakers. You know, they're more for people who are recording in very high resolution, which this little camera won't do, for putting it into films. But of course that all comes at a price. You've got this big view screen on the back, which this one doesn't have. However, this does connect to the phone, and very well, using Bluetooth or wireless. Actually, it's wireless. Sorry, it's not Bluetooth, it's wireless. So I've got you on a screen on the phone. So although you haven't got the viewfinder actually on the back of the camera like you have with this one, so that you can see what you're shooting, when you set the little cube up, you can just set it up off the phone, and then once it's set up and you've got the view that you want and you know you're capturing everything, you can disconnect the Wi-Fi, and then it's literally, you reach up and touch it to switch it on, and you touch it to switch it off, and that's it. That's all it does. It doesn't do anything more complicated than that. And it will do two things. It will take video, and it will take time-lapse photos. That's all it will do. Whereas, as you know, on this you can do all sorts of other things. But the session, which this is, the cube, will only take video on, off, and take time-lapse photos on, off. And you can do all your settings off the app on the phone. So you don't need to be, there's a tiny button on the back, and you can do that, and you can set it up on there, but it's like, you know, you need a magnifying glass. So it's perfect off the app. You can just go into the settings and set it all how you want. So with the time lapse, you can set the timing for that, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with it. The only downside I can see is that there's no wind setting. So you know, on this one, you've got the normal setting, the stereo setting, and you've got the wind setting. And the wind stops that rushing of wind sound that you get when you're going along on the bike. And this doesn't have that. So I noticed a couple of times, you know, you're getting quite a lot of wind noise. Not as much as you get on the other camera, but you get quite a lot of wind noise. So I can't help that, you know. Unfortunately, you're gonna get that. And all I'll do is if we've got like a really long downhill, and there's a lot of wind noise, I'll just knock the sound down a touch, so you're not getting bombarded by it. But there's nothing I can do. But I was quite surprised by the quality of the sound. It's actually quite good. When Jesus was talking at the beginning, when we were riding out of Coeen, out of the village, he really picked up the sound really well, and it picked the guys up in front talking when we were talking. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it, really surprised with it. And like I say, for $100 odd plus the shipping, which whatever it was, nothing. I wouldn't even mind buying another one because they're really, really good. So I'll pop the photos up now and show you what it looks like. This is actually the tiny tripod that is usable. This what's screwed in here is usable for the other GoPro as well. Comes as part of that handle I've got. Not the gimbal one, but then the normal handle. So it's just a tiny little tripod that you can either stick in the ground if you've got soft ground, or you can open it up and use it. So that's really handy for this type of thing. At the moment I've got you guys up on a little rail that runs, this rail that runs around the kitchen here that you can see, that you can hang the pots and pans on. I've just got you sat on there, so it's really, really versatile because it's small, you can just pop it down. So yeah, guys, let me know, you guys that have watched and commented, let me know what you think of that video where I went out with Jesus and went over to Cartona, because I think it actually worked really well, and even in the dark, it's good quality. So leaving on Monday, arriving on Tuesday, going to the start, which is about a 20-minute ride away from the hotel, picking up all my race numbers. I'm in 4 races, so this is the list. Obviously you won't be able to see the detail, but that's the list. On Thursday morning I am number 21836, so 21,836, and I start in wave 2, which is at 8:45. So I'm starting at 8:45 on Thursday, and that is in the ISOstar, which is a French company that make energy drinks, that type of thing. The ISOstar Masters Rock, and that is for people who are 40 years old and over. So I'm in the ISOstar's Masters Rock on Thursday. Then on Friday I am in the Mid Rock, which is open to everybody. I'm in wave 2 of that, and that starts at 1:15. So on Friday I've got a morning, I can easily have my breakfast at normal time with Lisa. I can relax, and then I can go across to the start for 1:15. I'm sorry, 1:15. Then on Saturday I'm racing the gravel bike, so not the mountain bike but the gravel bike, and I am starting at 8 o'clock. There's only one wave on that because there's not enough riders to have more than one wave, so they do 500 riders per wave. So if, for instance, on Thursday I'm in wave 2, that means there's more than 500 riders. So 500 riders set off wave 1, and then in wave 2 the next 500 set off, etc. And on Thursday there's 2 waves. On Friday there's 2 waves in the mid-rock. And for the gravel race on Saturday there's just 1 wave. It means there's less than 500 riders. And then on Sunday, which is the big race, the Rock d'Azur, which is the real big race, that's the race that Jono did last year, which I did some video for you guys. There are 8 waves, so there's 4,000 plus people in the race on Sunday, and I'm in wave 4, which is the middle wave, so I start at 10:15. And how that works is you've got a chip on your bike. When they give you your race number, actually it's not a chip, it's a tag. I think I've got one here actually. Yeah. So this is my race number from the pilgrim race, from the Madrid-Santiago pilgrim race, with the race route on the top here, which came over the handlebars. So when you put it on, it came back towards you, so you could see as you're riding, you could see the race route and the climbs and where the feed stations were and everything, and you stuck a new one on every day. But this sticker on the back, I don't know if you can just make that out, that sticker there, it's very thin, probably 1 millimetre thick. But that sticker contains a chip, so that's sensed, and it's sensed when you start, so you get a start time. It's sensed at all the checkpoints when you ride around. You ride through like an arch, and it senses the sticker, and then it senses when you get back. So it doesn't matter what wave you're in, even though there's 4,000 people, you're against the clock. So you're just going as fast as you can go, and you will get a time, and then your time is compared to everybody else. So even though on Sunday the first wave goes away at 9:30 and I go away at 10:15, so I'm 3/4 of an hour back from the first riders going off, it doesn't matter because I'm just getting a time for the route based on this chip. So that's how that works. So 4 days, 4 days racing. Then this is the program. So as you can see, there's a lot going on. All of those boxes are an event. Each one of those boxes is an event. And so for instance, here's the Thursday. I'm in the Masters Rock. That one I've got a circle round. But there's all sorts of other events going on as well. Friday's events, Saturday's events, Sunday's events. So there's lots going on. Some of them are only at the base. I don't know if you guys, any of you watched last year's coverage. There's a huge exhibition at the base of all the manufacturers with the new bikes for this year. So there's events that are on just at the base, the kids events and that type of thing. And then I have 4 entry forms. So 4 of these, all the same, but each one is for, you know, the individual event. So 4 entries, each one. And then I have to have my medical certificate, which is there, to say that I'm fit to race. And I've already uploaded the medical certificate. You can upload it on the website, so then you don't have to worry about going through that process when you go and sign in. So on Wednesday, Lisa and I will go along in the afternoon, after 1 o'clock, and I'll pick up my 4 numbers for the 4 different races I'm in. Obviously I can put my number on the gravel bike straight away because that's only on the Saturday, but I will have to change the number on the mountain bike for each of the 3 races I'm doing. Alright guys, well, I'm going to get on and eat the rest of my muesli, and then I will make some more short videos today of me getting ready and preparing everything, hopefully explain everything to you. And if you guys have got any questions, just let me know and we will try and let you guys know exactly what's going on. I haven't been on making many videos recently, been very busy with different things. And of course it's not making the videos is easy, but as Bucking will always tell you, you know, it's the sitting down and putting the video together and posting it up is the time consuming thing. So I just haven't had the time for that, but hopefully today I'm pretty much working on getting ready most of the day today. I've got to pop out into town and get a couple of little tiny things. Oh, I resurrected my old travel fridge. This is a travel fridge which I've had for years. So you've got the big one here which has got the cooler unit on the top. It's all 12 volt, so it works in the car. And then just a small cooler box. But these are interchangeable, so you can interchange the top for that one. So you can make this the cold box with the cold on the top, and use this as a big cooler. Just put some ice in it or whatever. So I've resurrected those, so that's useful. We can take that along with us and keep some milk in the car and everything else. But anyway, I will make another video quite soon, and cover the next bits and pieces that I'm doing. So hope everyone's doing well. Hope this is interesting, and if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments and we'll try and address them as we go along. Alright guys, thanks for looking in. Speak to you all soon. Bye for now. Bye Pock. Say goodbye, Pocky. Say goodbye. Bye bye. Bye bye.